So what I do for fun is, I'm a foodie. I like to barbecue a lot. I like to cook, right? So those are things that, it's like my creative outlet.
Hey, so we just rolled by Boner's Meat Market and we went by Blue Star and Freetail to fill up the growlers. And are you ready for us?
Yeah, man. Come on over. I can't wait to see you guys.
All right, we'll be there in a bit.
So there we are, drinking con la mafia, con los los tigrillos, all the we're all in the back. We're just like a backstage party,
You know, working with Andrew, even before we got to working together, we had kind of started building the idea of this Thriving Together campaign we were going to take on. And he also works on Mission Fest, and that's when he knew I played the trumpet, and he's like, hey, I used to be on a Tejano group.
So Andrew Anguiano is such a sweet soul, but he's very passionate, and that is evident in everything that he does. He loves the Southside. He's born here. He truly embodies what it is to be Southside proud. He loves his community. His family has deep roots here, and Andrew genuinely cares about the people. He genuinely cares about change.
I think Dad saw that if he could do this for the community, it would benefit his family, but it would also benefit the families of his neighbors. And so that's why he was always pressing to do things. And you asked me, how did the neighborhood association start? And those early days, my dad was the only person at the meeting, so it's come a long way. And my mom, he'd set up a meeting at the mini center at the church, and there was nobody there, just himself. But that's the one thing. If you know my dad, he's persistent, he's consistent. He says what he says, and he means what he says, and he's already thought it all out. So that's and then I think one of the important things is that when the neighborhood association started, that was sort of the catalyst, I think, for the other neighborhoods to start taking shape and forming. I'm going out for a walk. I live here in this house. My family's been living on these same lands for about 300 years. The house behind me is a replica of my grandmother's house. I built it about 10 years ago. One of the things I like to do is come out here to the river and exercise. This is really where I get all my thinking in for the day, and it's beautiful to have it here on the south side. Lately I've been working on my fitness, going over to MixFit, trying to combine some workouts with my walking. It's just overall very incredible and positive experience. There's two paths that and mind you, I understand the amount of effort it takes to do this type of work. I also understand the type of sacrifices it takes to do this type of work. Because it's not only financial sacrifices, right? It's spiritual sacrifices, emotional sacrifices. I mean, it's the gamut, right? I mean, you're not doing something that if it was easy, everybody would have been lined up and doing it already, but it's not. And even now, right, we face criticism in the midst of us trying to do something that we think is, and we're not trying to implement our own vision. We're trying to understand the community's vision and implement their vision. And so that makes it harder, right? Because you have to have a lot of patience. It's easy, right? And I think this is probably our competitive nature, right? Our competitive nature is we see a challenge and we want to tackle it.